You know that strange, electric kind of silence when the tech world goes still, like the calm before a thunderstorm, and you just know something massive is about to shake things up behind the scenes? That's the exact atmosphere surrounding Apple right now. While everyone's attention stays fixated on the next iPhone, the M4 MacBook Pro, or the upcoming iPad mini refresh, Apple is quietly constructing something even more ambitious, something that could completely redefine the modern living room. This isn't just another streaming box refresh. It's the beginning of a new generation of home intelligence, entertainment, and connectivity, all centered around what many believe will be the next generation Apple TV 4K 2025, a device that aims to fuse the entertainment experience, smart home ecosystem, and artificial intelligence into one seamless hub. For months, small but meaningful clues have been leaking out. Supply shortages, firmware breadcrumbs, developer code references, and together, they paint a picture of something much bigger than a simple upgrade. Retail trackers have reported that Apple TV 4K models and HomePod minis are running low across global Apple stores, a classic pre-launch indicator. Sources close to Apple's supply chain suggest that the Cupertino giant is intentionally clearing out older inventory, making way for a fall 2025 announcement that could mark the most significant overhaul of the Apple TV platform in years. Inside recent tvOS betas, developers discovered unreleased hardware identifiers like Model 9,3 and mysterious notations referencing new hardware components, possibly pointing toward Wi-Fi 7, next-gen Bluetooth 5.3+, camera support, and even something tagged under Apple Intelligence, a term that could tie directly into Apple's new on-device AI framework designed for privacy-first machine learning. When it comes to power, insiders agree this won't be a minor bump. Apple is expected to move from the A15 Bionic to the A17 Pro chip, the same processor powering the iPhone 15 Pro. That means console-grade GPU performance, real-time ray tracing, and neural processing capabilities that rival some gaming PCs. Imagine launching a game from Apple Arcade or even an AAA cloud title, and your Apple TV handles it smoothly, no lag, no stutter. With an advanced 6-core GPU, enhanced thermal management, and on-device AI, this box could blur the line between console and smart home device. And speaking of smart home, that's where Apple is putting much of its focus. The new Apple TV is rumored to include a Proxima N1 wireless subsystem, a powerful chip that integrates Wi-Fi 6E, or possibly Wi-Fi 7, Thread and Matter compatibility, all working together to unify every gadget in your home. Instead of juggling multiple hubs, your Apple TV 4K 2025 could become the command center for everything. Your HomeKit-enabled lights, smart locks, thermostats, and even your security cameras. Imagine walking into your home after a long day. Your Apple TV recognizes your presence through ultra-wideband sensors, automatically adjusts your smart lighting, queues up your favorite playlist, and sets your preferred temperature before you even reach for the remote. This is what Apple calls ambient intelligence, technology that doesn't just respond to commands, but anticipates them. But perhaps the boldest leap forward could be the built-in camera system. Leaks suggest Apple is testing an integrated ultra-wide front-facing camera, potentially designed for FaceTime, gesture control, and even augmented reality overlays. Picture waving your hand to pause playback, nodding to confirm a purchase, or hosting a family FaceTime call right on your 75-inch TV, all without an iPhone in sight. If Apple can balance this with its deep privacy stance, keeping all face and motion data processed on device, it could become one of the most futuristic yet trusted smart devices in your home. Aesthetically, expect Apple to stay true to its minimalist DNA. The design likely remains sleek, matte black, compact, and whisper quiet. The difference lies beneath the surface. Optimized cooling systems, reduced power draw, fanless efficiency, and a form factor even smaller than before. But it's the software that's about to take the spotlight. With Apple's rebranding of Apple TV Plus to simply Apple TV, it's clear the company is merging its hardware, software, and services into a unified ecosystem. It's not just about watching shows anymore. It's about living in an integrated Apple experience. The next Apple TV could act as the brain behind Apple Arcade, Apple Fitness Plus, Apple Music, and even Apple Intelligence, tying every service together under one intuitive interface. Analysts are also hinting at a major price restructuring. Apple could launch multiple models, including a sub-$100 base version, aimed at expanding the Apple ecosystem into more homes worldwide. It's a classic strategy. Reduce upfront cost, Increase long-term engagement through subscriptions. Once users are locked into iCloud Plus, Apple TV, Arcade, and Fitness Plus, they're less likely to leave. The ecosystem becomes self-sustaining. Now let's imagine the experience. You come home, sit on the couch, and your Apple TV 4K 2025 instantly wakes up. It recognizes your voice and face, loads your personalized dashboard, resumes your last show exactly where you left off, and adjusts your lights to cinematic mode. Later, your kids jump in, profiles switch automatically, serving up Disney Plus suggestions and educational Apple Arcade games. During dinner, you wave your hand to activate a quick recipe video on YouTube or use Siri to call a family member on FaceTime, all processed locally, ensuring privacy. With support for 8K HDR10 Plus video output, Dolby Vision IQ, and spatial audio optimization, your Apple TV doesn't just play content. It curates an immersive experience tailored to your surroundings. Gamers could finally see Apple's long-promised gaming potential realized, with advanced controller support, near-zero latency, and game streaming powered by Apple Silicon's immense bandwidth. Meanwhile, smart home users gain one hub that speaks every modern standard, from Thread and Matter to ultra-wideband automation, seamlessly bridging the gap between Apple's home app and third-party smart devices. Privacy, of course, will remain Apple's cornerstone. Expect heavy emphasis on on-device data processing, secure enclave encryption, and no third-party access to your audio or video feeds. Apple's entire AI narrative is built on the promise that your data stays yours, and the new Apple TV could become the best demonstration of that philosophy. Now let's talk timeline. Supply chain insiders predict the next Apple TV 4K could debut between October and December 2025, aligning with Apple's usual fall hardware cycle. And yes, early whispers mention a surprise "one more thing" reveal, possibly a new HomePod Theater Edition or AR-compatible accessory that works in sync with the Apple TV camera for spatial experiences. The convergence of entertainment, AI, and the smart home is not a distant dream anymore. It's knocking at your living room door. Apple is preparing not just a new product, but a new category of living room computing, merging entertainment, interaction, and automation. So the question now is, should you wait? If you're eyeing a streaming box upgrade, the answer might be yes. With rumors of the A17 Pro chip, 8K video support, built-in camera, advanced smart home control, and under $100 pricing, this next-gen device could redefine what a TV box even means. Apple isn't simply preparing to launch a product. It's laying the foundation for your next-generation home ecosystem, one that understands context, senses presence, and reacts intuitively. When Tim Cook steps on that stage and the lights dim under the glowing Apple logo, expect something more than a reveal. Expect the unveiling of an experience, where your TV is not just a screen, but a living, breathing part of your environment. A shift from watching content to living inside it. A transformation from control to connection. And when that moment arrives, your living room may never feel the same again. Because this isn't just the Apple TV 4K 2025. It's the dawn of Apple's intelligent home revolution, and the future of home entertainment has never looked closer, smarter, or more exciting.